Hi, today we are going to be talking about a topic which was requested by one of the followers, which is that how do we be in the present and how do we live in the moment of now? So, first, why is being in the present or living in the now so difficult? Because this is crazy. It's always going either into the past or into the future. It's either going into the bad past memories or the happy past memories, nostalgia, or it is thinking about the future from an anxious perspective or a very dreamy perspective. And instead, we just lose out on living in the now, being present in the now, without realizing that it is our now that is actually creating the future that we want. And there's anyway nothing that we can do about the past. So, here are my tips that might help you in staying in the present, in the moment, in the now. The first one is plan your day and your week. Now, I don't mean that you sit down and make a proper to do list. I'm pretty sure you must already be doing that for your work and other chores. Instead, what I mean is that find what you want to do within the week. So, basically, find small goals that you want to achieve within the week. And they can be really simple, small goals because you have to keep it simple, to get started with this. So, these goals can simply be like, oh, I'm going to be going out and feeding the stray cats and dogs in my area twice a week. I'm going to be working out within this week twice a week, and that's it. It doesn't need to be 5 things that you need to do. It doesn't need to be 10 things, and you don't need to basically overcomplicate it. It can also be something as simple as oh, I'm going to read 3 pages daily from this book that I've been meaning to finish for a very long time. So plan your day or your week. If planning day to day is going to get too much for you to start off with, then start off by planning your week and then slowly bring it to planning your day. Meaning between 4 to 5 is just my coffee time, and that is when I'm going to be maybe finishing one episode of a show so that I don't watch it at night and I don't end up sleeping late. So you can plan your day and week, and what that will do is you will basically be achieving these small goals. It will get you to think that, okay, what are the things that make you happy and what are the things that you truly want to do, which will then become like a small goal that you achieve within the week, and you'll start feeling more accomplished and more productive and more happier within yourself. Number two. So, what tends to happen is why we often go into the past or the future and we are not in the now is because sometimes we don't really have anything to hold on into the now. And I should actually change this to say that we always have things to hold on into the now, but we are not present enough to recognize that, oh, yes, these are the things that I should be holding on into the now. So, number two is cultivating more joy or cultivating more reasons to stay in the present. It simply means that, right now, in this moment or phase of your life, and I don't mean moment to like just this moment, I do mean like a small phase of your life. What is it that you can do to cultivate more joy? Can you restart a hobby? Can you maybe pick up your paintbrushes that are all dusty and start doing some art? Can you maybe do like an online course in gardening? Do you just want to bring evening walks or maybe doing yoga or breathing exercises into your lifestyle? Do you actually want to, invest 5 minutes daily in the morning for praying to the universe or God or whatever faith you believe in? So find reasons to cultivate more joy in the now. Because when we have a little bit of things to hold on to in the now in a particular phase, it becomes more easier to train our brain into being like, I am good where I am right now. Number three, this is the most tactical one. I want you to put 3 to 4 alarms in your phone right now as you're watching this video. Pause this, go back, put 4 alarms. What are these 4 alarms going to say? They are basically going to be telling you, watch your thoughts. So write that text in your alarm, watch your thoughts. So what happens is you need to start controlling your mind. That is very important. While all these things that will cultivate joy or give you goals, they would still maybe sometimes make you feel, oh, it was not good enough today. I could have worked out more today. No. Instead, it all starts in here. So what I want you to do is once you will put up these alarms in your phone, you will say watch your thoughts. And each time the alarm rings, you are taking proper 1 to 2 minutes. I would actually say 5 minutes, but that will become too much. So you take like a minute or two and then you ground yourself. Now, what is grounding in that moment? It's very simple. Observe 5 things around your environment, appreciate them, savor them, as they say in psychology, and just feel connected to it. Like right now, if the alarm was on and I wanted to notice 5 things, I would notice maybe the plants in my house. I I would notice a stack of books, I would notice my dog sleeping, I would notice the fan moving. So that is how you ground yourself. What this will do is this will start training your mind when you do it 3 to 4 times in a day to randomly just be in the now and observe things as they are. And that 1 2 minute breather from not being in the past or in the present, or the web of overthinking, is really going to help you in increasing the time for this slowly and eventually. See, the aim is not to become a pro at anything. The aim is just to be mindfully present and live in the small moments. So practice this. This is really going to help you. Number 4, practice a breathing technique. Breathing techniques are wonderful, and I want you to go back and maybe research a little bit about breath and understand that how breath and focusing on breath plays a very important role in staying in the present. So when I say a breathing technique, there are multiple that you can find, on YouTube. There is something called the box breathing method, in which you breathe in, hold your breath, then release your breath, and then again, hold that space. So what that does is it helps you to calm down. You can practice pranayam, you can practice the Wim Hof method. So when you start observing your breath by maybe starting first manipulating and controlling your breath like these techniques teach you to, it helps you in generally becoming slightly calmer towards life, towards your own self. And the best time to be practicing a breathing technique is in the morning and once before you're sleeping. So even if you practice literally 2 to 3 minutes of breathing technique, trust me, it'll bring a lot of difference in your life. You'd actually start noticing it, within 2 to 3 days. Number 5, this may seem a little not so there, but trust me, it helps. Set aside a worry time. And of course, I'm not saying that throughout the day, even after doing all of these things, like you'd not worry. Come on, like we both know your past, your present, your now, and the whole khichdi is just going to be there in your head. But when you set aside a dedicated worry time, what you can actually do is when a particular thought comes to you in the non-worry time, and if you're conscious about it, which all of these techniques, other techniques, the other pointers would help you in becoming more conscious about it, you can simply tell your brain, oh yeah, you are right, I need to think about that also, I need to worry about it, but let me come back to you. I'll think about you between the 4 to 5 period, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. period. So what you can do is every day you can set aside a time to just worry and to just think. So what you're doing is it's basically organizing your brain and your thoughts. So the thoughts will keep coming, the brain will keep, doing the whole tomfoolery that it has to. So you address it. You're like, oh yeah, I know I need to think about this also and get anxious about this. Oh, I know I need to think about this and maybe get into a very nostalgic crying mode about this. But let me do it from so and so time. It's very simple. It's literally what you do at your work. If somebody comes to you with an ad hoc work, you can tell them, hey, I can do this, but I can do this only from so and so time. That's exactly how you're training your brain also, that no, throughout the day you don't play with me, but this is the time I'll sit and I'll think about it. And funnily, what you would realize, all the thoughts that came to you in the day, to whom the thoughts that you had to tell that, oh, I'll think about you, when you would actually sit down to worry, maybe half of those thoughts would not even be there. And you just realize what a menace our brain is. Like, time pass, everything. Lastly, while all these tips are great, I personally practice them, but at the same time, you have to be forever conscious about noticing your thoughts every moment. And sometimes maybe rationally just discussing your thoughts and telling yourself that, is this really relevant? Like, am I just too jobless or too wealthy to be thinking about that, if I should be thinking about this? So if you are very consciously practicing noticing your thoughts and you're doing the techniques that I gave you on a daily or a weekly basis, trust me, you would start seeing the difference. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends and family. Bye.